And welcome back
Yes.
to episode 5 of Dakota Goons. We are excited to be here.
Nope.
A lot has happened in 1 week of games. As you guys can see, probably from now on, you guys are going to be seeing the live scores as they're happening. They're actually a little bit faster than the NHL app, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But as you can see, we have all the games being played. We have that view, so if we're checking above, that's the reason why. Right now, every team, or almost every game, is just about to start the third period. Right now, the Blues and Wild are 16 minutes in at the second period, and breaks in the first period with Dallas and the Sharks, and then Nashville Predators and Seattle, which that game right now is pretty freaking crazy.
Yeah.
But before we get into all the NHL stuff, just a little bit about South Dakota hockey. I believe most teams have started practice this week. I know the Aberdeen Cougars have. It's been nice to get on the ice, to see the guys again. So super excited about that. This high school hockey season for Aberdeen, of course, I think is going to be fun, as always. I love being around the rink. I love just seeing the kids develop. So it's just a fun time all around. You get pumped about doing this podcast, but now I can still play some hockey here and there with these kids.
That's nice.
And so it's been really fun. So yeah, hockey's coming up. We got some friendlies already next week, some preseason games. So
who you guys going up against?
Oh gosh, I think Pierre is coming here, Mitchell and Watertown are all coming here. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So we got 2 on Saturday next week and 1 Sunday.
Sweet.
So super excited with that. And then like right after Thanksgiving, then Thanksgiving weekend is a couple games already here in
Still do the
in
Rooster
town.
Cup?
No, I wish they did the Rooster Cup. That was so cool.
That was fun.
But yeah, other than that, South Dakota hockey is about to start blooming, and we're super excited about that. Get to know a little bit more about the teams going forward, and hopefully we can get some videos from the kids this year and show off hockey.
I'll have to come out and then record.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So, right before we talk, Vancouver scores. It looks like making it 3-1 up in
5
Tampa.
minutes in.
Yeah. Tampa Bay just scored 2 right before that period started, or right when the period started. But that was hopefully Vancouver comes back and make it a nice little game here in the third. But yeah, again, let's get into the NHL.
Yeah, first week. What a hectic week.
We
We got our ups and downs on teams. You got a few teams that are kind of disappointed starts.
Yeah.
Unexpected. And then a couple teams I'd say that have had a really good start that we didn't really,
Yeah.
have a good start.
I think, okay, going division-wise,
yeah.
I think we said it before and we'll say it again. Central Division is one of the toughest divisions.
And it is proven.
And it
is proven. It's beginning of the season already.
Like, I know Utah was not, is not up top on
because
the poll of at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But right now, last night they could have gone 4-0.
4-0, yeah. Yeah, it was a tough loss last night for them, not even getting shut out. But by a hot Devils team. Devils had a great start so far.
Which
I think
it surprised some people with the Devils. But again, I think we kind of
expect this. They had this start kind of, wasn't it last year the same? They had a hot start.
They had a middle of the season where it crashed and burned.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Right now they're looking good. Both goaltenders are looking really good.
Yes, they are.
I think.
Yeah, the pickup of Markstrom has been really hot for them, I would say.
Yeah, I think Markstrom is the number one goalie, and I think that takes the pressure off of Allen, and it's shown because Allen got a shutout. Yesterday.
Yeah. Allen hasn't faced as many shots as Markstrom had in his games, but still, Allen's done great, and so has Markstrom.
Shutouts for goalies are they don't get more than 5 half the time.
No,
even these top goalies they don't. So to get a shutout is a big deal. It's kind of like a no hitter pretty much. For
and then you have like I remember like Cotter. Well, Cotter he's coming in from last year from Vegas, 76 games played. He only had 7 goals. He's already off to 4 goals.
How crazy!
5 games. Like he's on for a good year this year. And let's see who else we got. Yeah, they've scored 17 goals so far and only allowed 9.
Yeah.
And so Allen's allowed 1. The other ones have been given to Markstrom.
Yeah.
And so it's just been stellar play all around from them. Then the young guys, they have the speed. Their biggest thing is their speed. They're a fast team.
Yep.
And so you have to be on them all the time.
Yep.
And that's one thing that. And as long as they keep that through all 3 periods, that's a pretty hard team to beat.
Yeah, and again, I know it's only week 1, but again, I'm assuming they're going to be making the playoffs, and I think the speed's going to help, but I think that physicality that they don't have is what's going to hurt.
It could hurt them a lot later on in the playoffs, yeah. And they have their rookie defenseman, Seasman Casey. He's 3 goals. I want to say he's got 4 points. He's a +1.
Yeah,
the defenseman. So he's doing really good.
Yeah, we'll stick in that division. Right now you got the Devils up there, of course. They got 5 games above everybody. That's about 2 more than everybody.
Yep.
You got the Rangers that are looking good. Pittsburgh's right there at 500 with
Pittsburgh
2-2.
had a good game the other night. Malkin picking up points. He's had a good start to the season.
Columbus is getting up there. So and again, this is way too early because like right now Carolina's down there.
Yeah, but they've only played that one game. They're playing
tonight. And they're up.
They're up on New Jersey right now.
Yeah, so right now it's a big game for both teams. Mm-hmm. I think
and these games matter too.
Yes.
And it's so early, and you don't want to say it, but they do. Especially these divisional games right here. Once you get down to the back half of the season, these 2 points are going to be huge.
Yeah. So like right now, the Devils are 7 minutes into this third period. They're down 1. They have to come back and they need to score. They need to take this at least to overtime or come back and win this game to show, hey, we can compete with these
top teams,
the playoff teams. So,
for sure.
But yeah, so that they're kind of looking bad. Ones. Washington's down there right now again, but they're looking good tonight. 4-2 right now.
Hell of a game so far.
5 minutes into third, so it's everything does matter. All these little games. And that's when we talk about little games, again, let's go up to the Central Division. We're saying how hard it is. Dallas is playing tonight. Nashville's playing tonight.
Well, that first game, that could come back. You never know. Like later in the season for ranking-wise, that first game between Dallas and the Predators, that's one that could seriously matter.
Yeah.
When you come down to it.
I have been watching the Predators right now, the first week again. I know we're like smoking all these teams probably, but Bauer talked about that they're going to be a learning curve, and I think
I told him I got to give them at least like 10 games.
They need to be at least 500 in these 10 games.
They do. It's going to be a struggle.
It's not looking so hot right now.
No, it's not.
So The Predators again. I
Yeah,
think they're gonna
and
be
with
great when they start clicking.
the biggest thing I think with Nashville is the most surprising. Yeah, their chemistry might not be there, but they added goal scorers,
Yeah.
and they've only scored 3 goals
Goals,
so
yeah.
far in these 3 games, or however many games they played. So that's your 2 games.
Yeah.
So like it's
2, yeah.
you're not getting if your guys aren't putting up points, you're not gonna win games, obviously.
Yeah.
And so like there's something, I don't know what's going on there. Maybe they got to switch up lines.
They just
Or if
gotta
they're just got to
figure
get
it
them,
out.
they gotta figure themselves out. So that's one thing that they need to work on.
They brought
And
like,
then
again,
Saros was out for one of the games
Yeah.
too. So, but he's back now. He's in net tonight.
Yeah. The biggest thing with Nashville is it's just gonna take a little bit of time. It just can't take a lot of time.
No, they can't.
The-
They got to get it going.
That's
That's a strong division. We already
Yeah.
see the Jets, Dallas, and Utah
Utah.
up there. And Utah just had their first loss last night. But
Yeah.
the Dallas and Jets are still
Yeah, and-
undefeated.
and St.
Dallas
Louis
is-
and Minnesota right behind them.
Yeah.
With 2 points.
And St.
So-
Louis
yeah.
has come to play this season.
And they both play tonight. Or so technically the Blues and the Wild, one of them will be up with the Dallas, Winnipeg, and Utah with
Mhm.
point wise by tonight. So
And Dallas's
and
goaltenders are showing why
looks
they're
like the Blues
elite.
just scored.
Oh yeah.
So and it looks like right at the end. So maybe that's going to go into review. But right
Under a minute left.
under a minute left maybe there. But again, yeah, that Central Division. So Nashville, the guys that were there last year, they need to step up
Mhm.
and
Wissam McCarron scored tonight.
yeah.
He's already got one in, so that's a little help.
So
I'd like to see Stamkos get his.
yeah, Stamkos needs to get to the goal for
Mhm.
sure. But yeah, I want to see more out of Nashville, and again, it's going to take a little bit of time, but you can't take too much time because
No, now
if you go 0 and if you're not 510 games,
Mhm.
you're gonna be fighting hard.
you can't be like what the Oilers are going right now.
Yeah,
That can't happen in that division that they're in,
yeah,
because when you've got Dallas and the Jets up there with both their goaltenders who are elite, Ottinger and Hellebuck, who have shown why they're elite so
Frank,
far.
dude.
Only the Jets have only allowed 2 goals so far this year, and Dallas 3.
yeah,
Just unreal play on the defensive side and by the goalies.
yeah. Again, those 2 teams are gonna be deep. I think Jets are still on that team. Like, no one can really.
They're kind of slept on almost.
They
'cause,
are.
because they're
slept
good.
on.
They've proven themselves the last couple years. Like they're a playoff team.
They are.
But I don't know if anybody sees them as a cup team.
I
They're a
think.
strong playoff team.
Yeah, it's tough to say.
With the goaltender, I
but
would put it.
with
You
Connor.
could say up
I
there,
think it just
'cause
shows how much
he-
big Connor is for that team.
Yeah, huge.
That it's not even a question. If they don't have Connor, they don't have a team.
More so, yeah, maybe not.
So
Yeah, it's just been one good start for those guys and
Yeah.
the Stars.
and
They're not the only ones. The Flames, who have been one. I don't know. I didn't
Pacific,
see the
yeah.
Flames having that the beginning of the season. Obviously, we ranked them. You don't see just what you see on paper.
yeah,
What they looked on paper. They didn't really stand out to me. But
Yeah.
boy, have they been surprising and been ecstatic to watch.
Yeah, and
Vladar and
they-
Wolf have come
yeah.
in after Markstrom's left. Have done a fantastic job so far, and the team around them has just been producing. They've had a lot of goals. I think they've had a high 16 goals so far. They've scored and
Yeah.
9 allowed.
yeah, and they're playing right now. They're just in that first period
And they just started.
against Chicago, and it looks like San Jose
Ooh.
Sharks just scored against
They
Dallas.
break open. Break the game
but,
open in the second finally.
But yeah, back with Calgary, dude. Yeah, they're up there right now, and they're doing good. Hopefully,
Mhm.
they win tonight and Vegas lose. They're number 1 right now.
Yeah.
I know. Again, it's not crazy big, but
I would love Vegas to lose.
you never know.
Caps can represent.
But yeah, going back to even in that Pacific Division, the thing is Edmonton could go 0-10 and still make the playoffs and not have to work so hard because that division's not as hard.
Not as deep.
The Pacific Division, again, it's more of, it's more that that division is more of rookie teams.
It's the younger team.
So
younger guys.
Ducks are still, I would say, a rookie team. Sharks are in that
Yeah,
rookie team.
youngest.
Seattle needs to figure out who they are.
Yeah.
They
They haven't had very good play too far, and they're the goalie's been Grubauer has kept him in games somewhat,
Yeah.
but he's let in some little ones, easy ones in that hasn't helped too much in some situations.
So that division again. Because we say the Knights. Yeah, the Knights are doing great, 3-0 as well.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have them making the playoffs almost.
No.
So
I just don't know. I
don't
can't
know.
trust Hill too much back there
Yeah.
the whole season. Because when there was Hill and Thompson, they had that was a good backup like tandem. Now that Thompson's gone, I don't know if Hill can take the full on role. He had a decent year last year, a good year last year, but I think he's let in a little bit too many goals this year so far. Vegas has been scoring a lot of goals,
Yeah.
so that's helped out. But when he gets down to the middle of the season, I don't know how much you're gonna need a little bit more.
Yeah.
From him.
Looking at Vegas again, they only played 3 games so far.
Mhm.
Last game was Anaheim. That
Mhm.
should have been an easy
Well, and then
win.
they played a really a not so good Colorado team.
That's 8-4.
Well, their goalies have been like I don't know, they're awful.
Yeah.
Just plain awful this year.
And then they also played St. Louis 4-3. So, and St. Louis is good, and I think that game was a very good game. But yeah, they just need to figure out if they can stay healthy and strong enough for the whole season and then postseason. Yeah. But there goes Carolina Hurricanes going up 3-1 on Devils. But yeah, and then let's hop back down to the Eastern Conference, talk about the Atlantic a little bit. Right now, Toronto's
been a slow start for the Atlantic.
I think it is a slow start.
Florida's had a slow start. Boston's had a slow start.
Tampa has only had one game.
Florida's had a little bit of you have Kachuk, he's away for illness. Barkov, he's out. He's out for I think it's week to week.
Yeah.
Possibly with that leg injury, which could have been a lot worse. So Florida fans and their team is probably pretty happy it wasn't as bad as what it looked like it could have been. And so they've lost out. Like they have, that you've got Reinhardt and you've got your others who are still good, but that Barkov and Kachuk are like the two guys on that team that do a lot of the little things that go around. They do them right, and so like losing those two guys has definitely been somewhat of a hindrance on them. But the win against Boston was huge. That was a big win for them. It shows their character and everything that they came to play. They played like a gritty Boston team, forechecking on the puck, hard and physical.
Yep.
Yeah, they showed why they were a cup champion, I think, for that Boston game.
Yeah,
the physicality was there. It was a pretty brutal game. It was pretty chippy.
Yeah, I think going back to Matthew Tkachuk, he is that heart and soul of that team.
Yeah.
Looking back at the NHL face-offs on Amazon, you could just tell he was the voice of that team, and I think when you don't have that in the locker room, and that's why I think Colorado's not doing so hot because they don't have their guy that speaks up. It hurts. It hurts teams for sure. But yeah, even we can't really say Tampa's slow right now. Again, one game, they're 1-0.
Yeah.
But I will tell you one thing right now: they just scored another goal.
Yeah.
And it's 4-1 against a Vancouver team that we had very high hopes
I had them
for.
high to win their.
Yeah,
to win their division.
And I will.
They've had a lackluster. I think they're feeling the effects of not having Demko.
Yeah, for sure.
In net.
Tampa is for sure playing like they were back in the Stanley Cup runs because I was watching that game and it was non-stop. They were going hard, pressuring hard, and I don't think Vancouver
they're showing why too. There's power play still up there. I'm like top power play. They're showing the reason why on the power play they're still dangerous. Kucherov's still putting up points. Yeah, he's gonna put up points no matter what. If it's garbage points, it's like empty netters and stuff, he's still gonna put them up. Like that's an offensive team.
It is.
And then with Vasilevsky back in net, you can let a few go by you.
Yeah,
you can trust him.
I will say I think defensively that Ryan McDonough back is good for him, but there's a couple guys I'm just like, I've watched them twice now. I watched their first game, and a couple of their D guys. It's like that's not a good play.
He did get burned on the outside on that one.
Yeah,
he rarely
he's
does.
Getting a little slower. So yeah, that's kind of a little roundup of week 1 right there. Just talking about.
But the biggest disappointments I would say are Colorado and the Oilers.
Yep.
In the start, I mean the Oilers are kind of we're kind of more used to this, a poor start from them, but not this poor.
Yeah.
To where like their top guys aren't producing at all. I mean they've scored 3 goals, and they've allowed 15.
Mm-hmm.
That's not good. After giving Draisaitl huge contract off season. McDavid's come like you had McDavid, so far. They're not like I don't know. I'm feeling the loss of Chi and Holloway and Broberg. That's obviously they must be feeling the effects of those guys from last year. I know they didn't produce as much, but they must have been a good core to get to feed everybody outside in the offensive zone because the Oilers aren't getting anything through. So I don't know if they need to change up lines.
Oh. I don't know,
Skinner's been in same things as last year, inconsistent. Hasn't been helping much, letting the soft ones.
Yeah, I think Edmonton needs a win tonight. There's no question about it.
But it's gonna be tough against this Flyers team. This Flyers team under Tortorella has been not only haven't shown it maybe on the win column, but they've played good hockey. And Michkov and Lechonko, their rooks, have been doing good. Michkov's already got a point. He's already got, I think it was a goal or an assist. So he's after a good year, and so along some of the other rookies. But yeah, they've 2 games played. He's got an assist. He's a -2, but still he's a rook, so that's gonna happen. But I don't know. The Flyers team, I think they're gonna be a fun watch, and I think the Flyers beat the Oilers.
Well, hopefully for the Oilers' sake, that is not true.
Yeah.
Again, they cannot lose this game. I don't think.
For our rankings at the beginning of the season, we hope they don't.
Well, yeah, they got 80 some more games left.
Yeah.
79 now probably, but again.
But like I said, the early games when it comes down to the end of the year, these points still matter.
Yeah.
Because it's such a tight knit. Well, I mean, like we said, like for their division, it might not, but for these others, the Atlantic and the Central, like these 2 points, 1 point, they're gonna matter. They're gonna come down to a wild card spot that can get you in or out.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Edmonton, they need to win this game tonight against the Flyers, and they need to. Honestly, they're big guys, McDavid, Draisaitl. They need to show up. They need to show that this is their team and that they are not going to get pushed around. And that's just the bottom line. This is a must-win. I know it's tough to say after week 1, but it is a must-win because you're 0-3.
After making the Stanley Cup final last year to starting the next season 0-4 or 0-3 now, but could be potentially 0-4.
Yeah.
That is.
Well, then you look at Florida, who are 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
And they're on their way to almost winning a game. So it's, what does that have to say? You guys can only handle so much. I understand they gave their all all the way go to Game 7 down 3-0.
Yeah.
I understand that.
And they did lose a couple. The losses of Montour. I don't know. Was it
Warren Fogley went to.
Yeah.
But again, the guys that they replaced just weren't up to par.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. A lot of good games tonight, and again, a lot of good games coming this week for you guys.
Mm-hmm. The rookies, though. What do you think of Hudson?
Hudson's a stud. I've told you guys that before, and I will say it too. This guy is a stud.
Yeah.
He's gonna. You might not see a lot of production out of him like crazy this year.
I don't think very many goals, but he sure can. He can open the ice up.
Yeah, he's gonna be
and get guys open. He can feed them. That's his one thing. His feet, the way he skates, he creates space to where he creates open lanes to where he can find somebody, and then it just makes it so easy.
Yeah.
Makes it look easy.
Yep.
And for his size to play like that, pretty impressive. He's got to play like that. That's kind of how he has to. He has to have good, good feet, be able to avoid those hits.
Yeah, and he's fun. If you guys want to watch a good game, just watch a Canadians game because they are.
I know they lost last night, but I didn't check the game.
They still played good.
I'm sure they did.
They still played good.
Game. Mottenbolt, their goalie, he's been stellar starting out the season.
Yep, he had a good off season. It looks like, and he's been doing really good.
Mm-hmm. The other one I like is Stankoven for the Stars. He's off the same point. Four assists, 4 points for the Stars. I think that's what makes the Stars so good so far right now is they've got their core is like young guys, so like in their mid-20s, young 20s, and so they've developed them to now they're an all-around complete team.
Yeah,
like the complete team. Like it would be, almost as like what you almost have to come up with it like why shouldn't they make it to the cup? Like where can we find something to where like why shouldn't they?
Yeah,
like they're that good. I hate to say it because I don't going like a 10-game losing streak. I'm like, oh yeah. But I just, the Stars are probably they're gonna be a cup potential team.
Yeah, for sure. And I can see them going all the way. I just see Oilers for some reason taking that division, but again, I know everyone does see Edmonton winning that, all going back to the cup, but those Sharks are.
That's what everyone's predicted too at the beginning of the
Yeah.
season is the Oilers' easy cup run. Almost not easy, I should say, but
Should be back there.
yeah.
But yeah. What else? I guess the most surprising team for me is a question I guess I got for you too. Is the most surprising team right now is probably Utah for me.
Yeah.
For how good they've been doing. Their younger guys have been producing, and but again, I think they're probably gonna. I think it's just from being in a new place and everything. And
Yeah.
Adrenaline.
I mean, it almost feels like a brand. Like it is, but it isn't. Like it's because it's just Arizona relocating their team.
Yeah.
They shipped everybody over to there. Like, so like I don't know if you could call it like it's not an expansion team, but that's what it's almost been treated like, and that's what I feel like they feel like. Like they're a brand new team coming into the league. They gotta make a statement, and I mean, they have.
Yep.
Starting out 3-0, and they lost last night, got shut out, but still they've been fun to watch.
Yeah.
Super fun to watch, and been putting up goals. Gunther already started out. He's 21 years old, 3 years in the league. He's already leading them in goals. He's got like 4 goals, 5 goals already.
5, I think.
Yeah, and so like my thing is like over under. You think he'll hit 30 this year?
Yeah,
he did 18 goals last year.
He's got to hit 30.
I wonder if the way he's playing right now, he definitely could hit 30.
Yeah, he's got to. I think that's what they were hoping for out of him.
They just gotta defensively. They got a little bit better because they have let in 14 goals allowed.
A lot of young guys that just aren't up to par in their defensive skills yet in the NHL, is what it looks like to me.
But the signing of Zerkachev, that's helped out too.
That has helped.
For defensively and on the power play.
Yeah,
he's helped them out.
Is Utah in the same boat for your surprise team so far?
Yeah, for sure Utah. And them or Calgary, because the way I saw it before, in the beginning of the season, I didn't really think Calgary was going to be that great. After letting Markstrom signs with the Devils, that was their number 1 tendy, and then you have Vladar and Wolf come in. They're young. Wolf's it's his first year, being in that backup NHL role, and so. Last year, when he came in for a couple games at the end of the season, he was really good. And this year, he's already got 1 win. He let in 3 goals or so, but he's got a .925 save percentage. So I mean, he's done good. Bladder's done good. So as long as they keep up the goaltender play,
yeah.
Will they make the playoffs? I don't know.
It's a soft division. Division.
Could sneak in as a wild card spot.
You never know.
But yeah, they've definitely surprised me. Because I probably had them. I don't know if I had them lower.
I think we had them pretty low.
I don't know if I had them lower than
3rd or 4th.
Utah or if not. But yeah, they've been one that's really surprised me. Nashville, I didn't think they would start out.
I
didn't think they would.
I think they'd have at least a win by now.
Well, not even. It's not that. I feel like I just didn't think they'd have not as many goals. I feel like they would have scored more goals with being who they added.
That is true.
You would think, especially on power play.
Yeah, looking at and again, it's first week, and you gotta break the rust off of things. But
I think what's helped huge is the Devils and Buffalo really hasn't showed it on the winning column, but those 2 games, those two games in Prague or Czechia, whatever it was, like a few days before the regular season even started.
Yeah,
that has definitely helped the Devils so far for this hot start.
Yeah,
because coming into the game, because then after that they play Toronto and they lose to Toronto, but then they come in and they play Washington. That was Washington's first game, and that was the Devils' 4th game. And with all the new additions that Washington had, the Devils going in there, they should have been at a 90-95% win, like just lock in that they should have won.
Yeah.
But they to me it was 4-3. They didn't get an empty net goal, so it was 5-3. But it was close.
Yeah.
But then they move on and then they beat Utah. They shut Utah out, so it's just like, okay, well, they are serious.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything else you want to go through?
We just see San Jose takes a 2-1 lead over Dallas.
Yeah, there was another one there too, I think.
Minnesota's up 2-0 on the Blues.
The
Calgary and Blackhawks started. Still 0-0.
Yeah, I'm just gonna run by a few games that I'm kind of excited for. Of course, my Kings play tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
against the Leafs. That one's always fun to watch.
Just so
Um,
late.
and that one's at 6:30.
Oh, really?
They're playing in Toronto.
Oh,
So,
okay.
another good game. Bruins and Avalanche tomorrow night.
That's a must-win for the Avalanche,
Savs
but
for
I
sure.
don't think that's gonna happen.
Going on to Thursday, some really good ones. Thursday, October 17th, Golden Knights and Tampa Bay Lightning are going to be playing in Florida. Feel like that will be a good one. Also, like the Canucks and Panthers, they'll be playing. A good one, too, is the Oilers and Predators.
Ooh.
That one will be fun for Thursday, October 17th.
Especially if neither has a win.
Yeah. Exactly. Friday night, nothing too crazy. I think the best game, there's 3 of them, is going to be the Penguins and the Hurricanes on Friday night. Going into Saturday, looks like games are starting at 12 o'clock, and it's about a game every hour or so.
Yes.
But the biggest one there is probably going to be the Oilers and Stars again at 3 o'clock on the October 19th. Also, you got the Golden Knights and the Panthers. Rangers and Maple Leafs are going to be a good one. Capitals and the Devils. Canadians, even the Islanders. Ready. Saturday's just going to be a big game day for sure. So
yeah, stay home. That's the reason. Yeah, stay home. Exactly. Watch all the NHL. There's so many sports on Saturday.
I love it. Sunday, nothing too crazy. Right now, there's 3 games Sunday: Kings, Ducks, Penguins, Jets, Avalanche, and Sharks. If you're fans with them, of course you're gonna watch. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
And then Monday.
Make it 3-0.
Yeah, Monday night is going to be a really good game. Only one game, but it's a good game. Lightning and the Maple Leafs.
Oh.
That'll be a good one. And then back on Tuesday, where I won't say anything because we'll be live on Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Live every Tuesday, guys.
Yeah,
Jaden, what's up, my man? Yeah, we are live every Tuesday, dude. If you need some help, we can try our best. But yeah.
Yeah, my biggest thing is tonight, can the Oilers and Predators, can they get their first win? And then the rest of the week, can we, are the Devils going to stay hot? And are we going to see the Stars, Knights, and Flames, and the Jets? They're going to get their first loss.
Yeah.
So, I'm hoping the Knights will get their first loss tonight against my hopefully. Caps. Caps are still leading.
5 minutes left.
So. Yep. We can get done here and catch the rest of that game.
Okay.
And I'll see the last. I'll have to watch the last period. But yeah.
So, with that, we will come back to the scores here at the end. We're gonna go to our beer league clip of the week.
Good one.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is quite funny. It's a little bit longer. It's about 1.5 minutes.
Yes, bear with us.
But it's a well worth 1.5 minutes for sure. So here you go. Take a good look at this, and then we'll kind of try to go frame by frame, but I don't think we will. But we'll try to get the good parts of it.
Just a little chirping. So it starts it all off. That's how it usually goes. Yeah, there's something must have been happening earlier in the game because the goalie just took his helmet off right away.
He was not
just
happy.
Instantly. Took the cage off.
Get back in your net. No, you get back in your net.
He gets tossed around like a rag doll.
No punches.
Just ragdolled. There it is.
One punch.
Yeah.
And yeah, how did that happen?
And that's just you're not even paying attention to it at that point. You're looking at the goalies, and then all of a sudden this guy getting body slammed and then cross check in the mouth, and then that is the ref. He's calling the game. The game ends 6-1. By the way, and then the black team was up 6, and that is why the white team is very pissed.
It just don't.
I don't know. Something must have happened prior, like during the game, to where it warranted all this, because this is just mayhem. Like out of just a couple words that are being said, and the goalie just rips his cage off and just immediately skates out to him, like.
Yeah.
And if you could hear the audio, because I was listening to it, if you could hear the audio, like you can just hear them. All the guys in the black team are clapping and having a good time about it. But imagine being up there sitting at the bar seats, just checking all this out.
This is
really entertaining.
And honestly, just by looking at these guys, like looking at everyone, this is like when I think of division ranking, this is like has to be one of the lowest just by the ways they look.
Yeah.
But yeah, that goalie's just
he's throwing them around.
He's just tossing. And yeah, again, you got kids around here, people up at a bar,
and then they're just watch this guy just get choke slammed down, body slammed, just perfect. Look at that.
Just hey dude, let me just
foot.
bam, knock you out quick. Like, what in the world? I don't get it.
It's funny too because after that guy when he gets body slammed, he's just sitting there, and you definitely know he's just thinking, he's like, why me?
Yeah. And then I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's
I totally forgot. Yeah, if this guy gets cranked. And then his buddy's like, "Oh, what the hell?"
Yeah, this guy skates over just to be like, "Hey man, what's going on?" And he just
boom, trip and cross check to the face.
Just a soft ass play all around. Yeah.
Now this is the sad part. Literally, yeah, this one guy goes and checks on him. He's like, "I'm out of here."
Yeah, he's like, "Yep, good game, let's go."
Yep,
get the showers.
Nobody comes to help this guy out. The goalie comes over. Hey man, you good? Yeah. Okay, just want to get my helmet. I'm out of here. Like, what?
Yeah.
I just do. And here's the thing, nobody else really comes out. Like, it's just the people that are on the ice. No one else comes off the bench. This guy, this ref's like out of here. Let's get
he's
done.
saying like wrap things up.
But
we're done.
Dude, you guys are idiots.
Oh yeah, this is.
I want to go back and see. Okay, so there's that. I'm just focused on.
There's so much stuff going on at once.
I just want to see what if there's any reactions up there after this boom hit. Oh, yeah, these guys right here. Yeah. You see that?
You got a couple down low, too. They're guys right behind
right over here. They're just right here. And boom.
Ah! So, I mean, even the guys right along the boards. Yeah.
These guys right here.
Yep. Yeah, he's like, what's going on? And then he gets he's like, oh.
Yeah. See, that's just one thing you don't. Again, this is hockey, not that's such a little. That guy's such a big. I don't care. I'm calling him a pussy. That's a pussy move. Like,
straight up.
And then that's even a big push. Like, you go to go see if your buddy's okay, and then you just walk away.
Oh yeah, he blindsided the guy with the trip, and then cross check him in the face, and then just it's just like, really, it's a cheap shot. Total sucker cheap shot.
Just stupid, dude. But so that is our.
You could tell most of these guys probably never played like actual like league hockey. Like they just learned how to skate and got out here because like there's no normal like anybody who's played like league hockey growing up.
Oh yeah.
And everything who would do shit like that. Like that's just like way uncalled for. Like over just some words. I mean, there's probably something else happened during the game. I don't know.
Had to be, dude.
Because like that got really chippy really fast.
Terrible. So, okay, let's just go through these quick games here, and then we'll call it good. Looks
Carolina.
Like Carolina ends up winning at 4-2. We said that Devils needed to win that game.
Not a show.
But, oh well. Devils got to figure out a way to beat one of these playoff teams. Looks like Florida might have the game on this one against the Columbus. They're with 16 minutes in the game.
4 minutes left.
Tampa looks like they're going to win. They just probably got an empty net here. It looks like 4-1 on that game. Good for Tampa. They're going to be a scary team, dude. Very scary team. Yes. Washington Capitals, they are going to win with no time probably left.
Yes.
Good for them.
Yes.
So Vegas finally loses their game. They're 3-1. The Blues and Wild just hit the 6-minute mark, and the Wild are destroying them right now 3-0 in the third period.
The hardest lead, though.
But it's the hardest lead, and you're playing St. Louis, who's been coming back every
comeback
game.
Kings. So, Caps game finished, and they win.
Apparently, while we were away, Dallas and San Jose both scored.
Mm-hmm. Tied up.
And so now that's tied 2-2. They just ended up in the locker room as they are taking their second intermission break. Nashville and Seattle. Looks like they're in the second. That's about going to be done here in a couple minutes. Mm-hmm. Seattle still up 3-2. If Seattle can pull this one off and stay ahead in this game, it'll be a good win for them for sure. Nashville needs to win though for
Seattle's
sure.
Been had lackluster gameplay. This will help the goalie's confidence. Seattle gets that win if they hold out.
And then the bottom game there, Calgary, who are 3-0, are tied with Chicago, who is a fun team to watch with Connor Bedard, like always. So
they've had that's been another team though that has kind of been a disappointing start.
Yeah, but
I figured they'd have a little bit of a better of a start.
I think point wise, it's just goaltending.
Yeah, they've got really bad really lackluster goaltending.
But yeah, other than that, guys, that is this week first week of hockey, man. We're super pumped to be back,
Mm.
and we are, dude. There's nothing like we are pumped. To
Yeah.
be here. Like this is
hockey every night. It's been a crazy first week.
Yeah, there more weeks to come, man. Gosh, we got until June.
Yeah,
until playoffs.
A lot more weeks that we got here. We're gonna get even crazier.
Yeah,
even funner.
So we're here every Tuesday, guys, 8:00 Central Time. Just talking hockey. I think next week we got a little surprise. We're gonna do the top 10, or I guess not top 10, but the top ranked. Let's start that over, okay? Jeez.
We like the top.
It's okay. So we're gonna start in the 04 all the way to 2015 for the first picks of the first round.
Yeah.
That's gonna go back from
we'll
all the way
rank
to
them.
we're gonna rank them who we think is the best
to
the worst. We'll probably start with the worst to the best, and we're gonna be having like Ovi on that list, Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, a little bit.
Matthews is on there.
Yeah, Matthews was a 16, so we're
16?
not we're not gonna put him on, but we will have Nathan McKinnon on there as well. One that actually I'm surprised that I didn't even know he's a first round pick or first overall pick. It was from the Oilers. I'm not even gonna say it because I think I'm gonna show you and be like, this guy, because he's gonna be the number whatever. He's gonna be the worst out of all of them.
Yakupov.
Okay, you do know.
I remember the years that the Oilers got all the they got Nugent Hopkins, was he on there? Well, I don't know. Was he first round or first pick? No, I don't think Hopkins was.
He was like,
but yeah, Yakupov, because I remember that whole story.
I think that was the year the Oilers had the second and third round pick or something with like Hall and Nugent Hopkins or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think
because oh no, trust me, I remember Yakupov because I remember Selly. Yakupov on his sliding knees or whatever it was. I can't remember. Yeah, something like that.
Now he's.
He doesn't. Yeah, I think he only lasted a couple years in the show, and then he was out. KHL or whatever.
So yes, another little fun little thing we're gonna do. Rank those guys next week. Stay tuned for that. Before we go, Jackson, how about you go to bed, buddy? Because I don't need that much sleep, and I know you do. Because that hair of yours needs to be.
You have school too tomorrow.
Yeah, well, I gotta work. So.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, but anyways, thanks for tuning in, everyone. Again, we're here on YouTube. Subscribe. We got TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yep.
We like to
we might try
tweet on Twitter as much as possible.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Saturday. Maybe we'll try to get together. Maybe live stream. We're thinking about trying to live stream a couple games here and there.
Yeah.
Just to see how it goes. Since there's a lot of games.
There is a lot of games. So, but yes, stay tuned, and as always, guys, enjoy hockey as much as we do, and we'll see you guys all